We are so pleased that you were able to join us this evening as we pay tribute to our beloved friend, mentor, and founder, Dr. Aviva Weisbord of blessed memory. Aviva was so many things to so many people, but here at Shemesh we remember her as a dynamic force dedicated to providing support services to students with learning differences so that they can access a Jewish education alongside their friends and neighbors. Listen to what school administrators have to say about her impact on day schools in Baltimore.
I'm so glad I have this opportunity to say something about Dr. Aviva Weisbord, who was a personal friend of mine and a wonderful supporter of B'nos Yisrael. She was active on our board for many years, and of course she was a wonderful grandmother to some of our students. Aviva had so much wisdom that she brought to all our board meetings, but even more than that, she brought her sense of humor and balance about the world, what was important, what wasn't important.
And I just want to say that shortly after I became a Nahal, I went down to the Shemesh offices to meet with Dr. Weisbord, and we were looking for someone to help mentor our teachers. And I think what stood out the most, besides the obvious chachma and wisdom that Dr. Weisbord portrayed, was her nedivas halev, her care and concern to make sure that our school had what it needed.
On behalf of Or Chadash, I want to express my profound gratitude to Dr. Aviva Weisbord for her sage advice, her encouragement and support of our school, of our students, our faculty, and our parents. Whatever guidance she offered was delivered with the warmth, kindness, and respect that stemmed from an authentic and abiding humility and compassion for others. As Executive Director of Shemesh, Dr. Weisbord taught both directly and by example how to bring out the best in our students.
When reflecting on Dr. Aviva Weisbord, Zichrona Livracha, what comes to mind are her leadership qualities, her organizational skills, her ability to create a structure and plan of how to, her ability to identify those components, general and detailed, that are necessary to get the job done. And wow, did she get the job done.
Our prayers are that all that she has done for us continue to be a source of comfort and solace and inspiration for her family, her friends, her colleagues, and the entire community of Baltimore, as well as all of Klal Yisrael.
Aviva believed that the best way to teach a lesson is to share a story, even with adult learners. Here are teachers recalling some of their best lessons.
I remember telling us, I think it was about Rev Ruderman, that after his Rebbitzin died, he needed help, and they had like a system where Bachman would come and help him in the morning to get ready. And what she noticed was that like after like a month, he couldn't do anything. He really like was deteriorating physically. And she had to yell at the Bachman, "You're killing him." I remember her voice. I could really hear it. "You're killing him. You're killing him. Don't put on his shoes. Don't tie them for him. You are killing the Rosh Hashiva." And she had to really, work on that. And slowly he regained his energy. And I definitely have passed that story on to students where, they want me to do everything for them. And I'm like, "Do you want me to kill you?"
Aviva, you are sorely missed. And I hope that I do the best I can to emulate you, in communicating the care and love that you had for everyone.
The children of Shemesh can best express what Shemesh means to them. Notice their beaming faces. They're happy and secure that Shemesh cares about them.
So much better at math now that I'm in the Learning Center.
My sister Ruby is in the 10G class, and she's thrilled to be in Beis Yaakov, and I'm so happy to have her in Beis Yaakov with me.
I like Shemesh reading because I'm a good reader. The Learning Center helped me do BCRs better than I used to.
I like Shemesh reading because I like to know how to read.
I'm so happy that my Bobby helped me.
What parent doesn't want their child to succeed? Parents are so grateful that Shemesh is there for them to help them navigate the challenges that learning differences pose.
Our oldest son is deaf, and during his preschool years, he received support from the Learning Center at his school, where they focused on phonemic awareness and other pre-literacy skills that we really do believe set him up for the academic success he experiences to this day. He's in 7th grade and he's earning straight A's. Over the last year, I've been able to attend the CHAD support group meetings, and it's really been a great opportunity to be with other parents who have similar experiences and also to learn so much from the professionals, because they really have so much to offer.
She was able to come up with grand ideas and really implement them in very, very modest ways, but very, very effective at the same time. And we, all of us, are really very great beneficiaries of everything that she did.
Shemesh's staff remember the profound influence Dr. Weisbord had on their work. A consummate professional, she always made it personal, demonstrating that she truly cared about you, all the while encouraging your independence and nurturing your skills.
It is an honor and a privilege to pay tribute to the memory of Dr. Aviva Weisbord, who had a profound impact not just on this community, but also on our school, Krieger Schechter Day School.
One thing that so many of us seem to share is that we are better people because of our personal interactions with Aviva.
She believed that every child had a right to a Jewish education and every child could succeed. She loved every human being, and that, of course, showed up as she loved every Jewish child.
When our community organizations were stumbling to establish a foothold to support Jewish students effectively, Rebbetzin Weisbord worked with her all to establish an effective and legitimate agency of support for these families and students who had nowhere else to turn. Dr. Weisbord's impact will always be remembered as a positive blessing in the hearts of Beis Yaakov and all of our families.
I really miss her from the bottom of my heart. I will always have love for Aviva.
Thank you, Dr. Aviva Weisbord. May your memory be a blessing.